Yo guys, Junior Fura, bonjour, here to bring you a tribute video for Jman, aka Lazy Man J, aka J's Productions, aka Jman Vlogs, aka Joseph, aka one of the biggest inspirations in my life, if not the biggest inspiration in my life thus far. I felt I had to do a video today because I found out a few days ago that he was leaving and now has left the anime community and has left YouTube, making videos in general, and maybe coming back, but nonetheless has left. So I just felt, you know, it would be unjust, insensitive, impolite, rude, just to not make a video to the guy that got me into the anime community. Now, I think it's safe to say that about 60 to 70% of my subs come from Jman, so most of you guys should know who he is, and if you don't know who he is, shame on you. No. If you don't know who he is, he makes videos like me, or did make videos like me, and had for some time, you know, since, I'm gonna say from about 2010. I found him in 2011 when he just started up his new channel, J's Own Productions, and ever since then I think I've watched nearly all of his videos, which is really saying something, seeing as I have the attention span of a flipping goldfish. He was black like me, he came from the UK like me, and he was half-assed like me, so every single video I could just relate to him. And also in every single video he was discussing stuff that I had not discussed before. We love you, J-Man, we do. Now, when it came to actually discussing anime, the foundation for a lot of discussions and conversations were pretty dry. I mean, like, fucking crusty with a K type dry. Small-minded, redundant type conversation. Oh, who's stronger, this person, that person? Oh, who'd win in the fight, this person, that person? And that in itself was a rarity to have as a conversation. Most of the time it was, oh, do you watch anime? Yeah. Oh, do you watch this anime? Yeah, I do. Oh, who's your favorite character in it? This person. Oh, I like that person. Oh, yeah, that person's cool as well. Then we just go our separate ways. So when I saw Jman's video, the second video I watched of his was discussion. And it was a discussion about, is Sasuke overpowered? That blew my mind, considering that I've just been going on this straight path of narrow-minded questions. These questions were so much diverse. They were swerving everywhere. I was so mind-blown by this. I spent about half an hour to an hour every other day thinking about that question for about a week, because it was such a diverse question for me. Let me give an analogy which will probably be shit, but let's just try it. When I discussed anime back then, or looked at a situation of anything back then, it was an A-B type topic, A-B type view on things, that there could only be A and B. Jman made me realise that there are 24 other letters in the alphabet, and numbers as well. You know, it doesn't just have to be this basic type of thing. Looking at a situation nowadays, for me, because of Jman, subconsciously I look at a situation and I go, I'm not just gonna look at it in a basic type of way, because there's always gonna be more to it than you think. So instead of just going, that person's to blame, you can go, why ain't that person to blame? Why isn't that person to blame? Why ain't that person to blame? Why ain't I to blame? How can I stop this from going on in the future? How can I stop this from going on to my friend in the future? Will that person make it happen again in the future? And how can I stop that? How can someone else stop that? Of course, with different situations, you're going to ask different questions. But Jman subconsciously made me think outside of the box. You know, and because he was such an open-minded person, and always coming up with new different ideas, and was half-assed about it. He didn't break a sweat about any of it. You know, of course that was his ranty videos, but you could tell he knew what he was talking about. And a lot of the time he preached different stuff about, you know, not being a follower, and to always think outside the box, you know, be diverse. Although at the same time, I am proud to be a Jaybird. Okay, even though he says not to be a follower, I am proud to be a Jaybird. Jaybird, you know, is another word for his subs back then. Jman fans, you should know the deal. But I quote him sometimes as well. You know, his quote, I'm a weak man. I quote myself all the time on that, because it's just a beautiful quote. It's an absolutely beautiful quote, talking about flipping, when it comes to girls, and you see a nice girl and someone catches you, you just go, I'm a weak man. I'm a weak man. Saying that though, Jman is a strong-minded person, even though he's a weak man at the same time. He's a very strong-minded person, very strong-minded individual who has inspired me for the past 3 years of my life. And that is something that not a lot of people can do. We love you, Jman. We do. About almost 2 years, maybe a year and a half plus ago, I lost my virginity. Now, about 2 or 3 minutes after finishing, I was ecstatic. Not because I lost my virginity, but because a Jman review was coming out the next day. Now, if that doesn't mean that Jman has impacted my life dramatically, I don't know what does. I really don't know what does. Jman was talking about in his videos about how he impacts people. You impacted my life. I didn't want to say it in person because it would come across as a bit stalkerish. But I just thought I'd let you know and let my fans know how much someone can really make a difference from doing YouTube videos like this. It may seem like they don't, but to me it did. We love you, Jman. We do. To round off this video, I just want to say thank you, Jman. Whatever you want to do in life, achieve and succeed at it, you know. Be the very best. I want to be the very best. Be like no one ever was. Be the very best. It's been a pleasure. It's been fun while it's lasted. And on behalf of me and all of your subs, thank you. Oh, Jman, we love you.